Harlem has a very interesting history, as you know itself. When they built the IRT Subway in 1904, that opened up this farmland all up through Lennox Avenue. These were farms back in those days. And when they built the IRT, which is the Lennox Avenue line, that opened up this avenue. So speculators, like they're doing now, came in and built up this Harlem area. And they overbuilt like they have done today. And the speculation began to taper off. And then it got so bad that they couldn't rent the places. Very interesting. There was a black fellow, Payton was his name. So when they found out they couldn't rent this, he got an idea. Let me rent it to my people. They said, get out of here, my people can't afford it. How do you only? I got a plan. Of course, you know what the plan is. They will double up and they can afford the rent. So they didn't believe him. So they let him have a couple of buildings and he filled them. They were shocked. That took on a life of its own and mushroomed because the black situation in Harlem had been so destabilized, starting first in the Wall Street area where blacks were, where Wall Street is now, in the village where Thompson Street is now, where Washington Square Park, it's a black neighborhood. Blacks were constantly pushed out of neighborhoods. So after being pushed out from the village in Thompson Square, they moved up to Hell's Kitchen. 59th Street, 8th Avenue, around that area became black community. Well, they were soon eventually pushed up by the Irish out of that into what is known as Central Park, which is also way up in the country in a derelict place. Okay, so blacks moved in around 89th, from 86th to 89th Street in Central Park was a black community, a thriving black community. Abyssinia Church, which had been downtown, moved into there. And a lot of the prominent blacks and black spirit moved into Central Park. Well, Central Park was also a derelict country place way up in the country. But when they decided to make it a park, they kicked everybody out, of course, including the blacks. Now where the blacks going to go? They didn't have a place to go. When this opened in 1904, and this guy began to rent out, now they got a way to come, and here they come. And the rest is history. We've been here ever since. How has it changed? Gentrification. 125th Street is not the same, and by the way, it's going to be changed more soon as the zoning law has been passed. From 124th Street to 126th Street will be a corridor zoned for commercial businesses. Those little mom and pop type shops you see along there, all that will be gone. But the old Harlem culture as we know it, as a center of fashion, the center of music, the center of just about every progressive movement and everything else we had, the dances and all that. Harlem has a rich history of just about everything. As a matter of fact, I've traveled around the world. I say, where are you from? If you say Harlem is all you need to say. Everybody in the world knows Harlem. They know America, yes. They know New York, I've heard of Harlem, yes. Those are the three things they know about this country. America, New York, Harlem. And everybody likes Harlem. So Harlem has a reputation of being this creative black metropolis where innovative ideas and creativity was rampant. All of that will change when you change the demographics of the neighborhood. You bring in all the new innovations and the gentrification, you lose that creativity that comes from struggling.